Sandrock says for $10, unless Filoni pulls something unexpected, there's no hope, unless they really divert from Kennedy's self-insert Rey. And yeah, that kind of is the issue. And I got the impression that so many Star Wars fans have just lost hope. And it's because of the sequel trilogy that's there. And unless they find a way to divert it, there's no reason to have any hope. It's like the same thing with like this upcoming movie that's being planned from this and everything. It all leads, as long as it all leads to the sequel trilogy, what's the point?
So what my question is, where's Favreau? In all of this? It seems like he was punished for having a successful first season of The Mandalorian and had to be ripped away from him.
Two really successful seasons of The Mandalorian. Yeah, almost. Yeah. It does kind of seem that
the first
way.
Was the much better one, but so I'm not getting it. Is it that they go, wait a second, our deal is these things can't really be successful because then you're embarrassing the rest of us who created unsuccessful product. So you're being punished for doing
I would not be
successful?
surprised if there's an element of that in it. I mean, like him bringing back Luke Skywalker under their nose.
Yeah.
When Lucasfilm is now staffed with people, not only people. I mean, some are people that George Lucas hired.
So
all of Kathleen Kennedy's hires, they hate Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They hate the original Star Wars, and here is like a threat of bringing him back again. I mean, according to various reports that have been like published from WDW Pro and other sources, I mean, you had like internal communications going out from Lucasfilm, assuring people that no, don't get excited. The Skywalkers are not a part of the future of Star Wars. This is just like a fluke, one-time thing. It's all about Rey and the Force being female. So, I mean, communications like that being sent out to trading partners who were excited for a moment there tells me that they were not pleased with what Favreau was doing. And the bigger question than where is Thrawn, or where has Thrawn been? Like, what exile has he been sent to? Is what exile has Favreau been sent to? We don't know. We haven't gotten any solid confirmation that he is permanently gone and not coming back. It has never been officially confirmed that this is the case. At the same time, though, he's not involved with this series
with anything.
Mandalorian season 3 was obviously taken away from him. His character, played by him, was killed on screen by the Red Guard or something like that in the Mandalorian season 3, which I think was his way of saying, well, I tried and I lost.
Yeah, Disney has screwed Favreau twice now in his career. And in this case here on the Star Wars side, when you take a look at it from The Mandalorian to the latest season, those 4 years or so, he has been slowly being pushed out of the franchise. And it's unfortunate because he's a solid creative voice, and when he has that great team behind him, he makes things that are fantastic. In this case here, he had a team that probably was divided. Some that were for him and were helping him out, and then others that were trying to take it over for themselves. And because one team, the studio was backing one team over another, Favreau was slowly being pushed out. I mean, how insulting is it to be brought out to a D23 or a Star Wars celebration and find out that, yes, they're doing a movie with some of the characters that you've made, Jon Favreau, but you're not directing, nor are you writing. We're going to have Dave Filoni do that. That's pretty embarrassing.
Oh, it's terribly embarrassing. And I mean, I'm not even certain whether Filoni wants to fight for anything. Why would he fight for, a position there right now?
I mean, for all we know, he could already in secrecy be over with James Gunn with DC and do stuff there that hasn't been announced to the public.
Don't
for all we know,
hope.
So yeah, we don't really know. We don't really know. We just have to wait and see. And then Garrick makes a really good point here for $5. DC Wawa's reaction to Balin not keeping his word is foreshadowing her turn to the good side, because a woman can't be a villain. Does that seem plausible?
No,
Nah,
she's an inconsequential character. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they already have the Morgana as an evil woman, so right there they can do that.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And then Mexican Iron Man says for $10, can't do my tax work today because you guys making me laugh so hard. Because one, you guys are super smart, but struggling to talk about the dumbass show. And two, Tom is muted and snoring right now. Best show ever. Yeah, that's yeah, and also my internet crept out. Let's not forget about that. And Camelot the Killer has been a member for 12 months, and as a member, you get to send in member chats. And that's what he did just here. And he said, this is hot steaming whale droppings. That is Dave Filoni's style of writing, either hot droppings or solidified droppings. I wish I had a YouTube channel to rant about this crap fest. Well, you get to listen to us do it. So there's that. And Camelot Killer also sent a super chat saying for $5, I like the actor who played Thrawn. And Ezra seemed true to their character, but the story was dumpster on steroids multiplied by 1,000,000. I can write it better. You know what? Yeah, you probably could. And Hooligan S3 points out my issue for $9.99. Apparently, Star Destroyers can't leave a planet without a beacon to guide them. So maybe Thrawn was stuck using an early version of Apple Maps.
That's a good joke, mocking the rise of Palpatine there.
Yeah, the problem is that you are onto something.
I think maybe he meant bacon.
Maybe.
The smell of bacon across the galaxy.
Yeah,
all of the bacon.
All of the bacon. No, there's a plot point in the third movie where the Star Destroyers had to fly up, but they don't know the direction of up because the beacon was destroyed.
But you can drop bombs in space, apparently.
Yes, they bombs know the direction of down, so you just have to go the opposite direction of dropping a bomb.
There you go. And Psychotic says for $2, where are the further Ahsoka ratings? Script, when can we get ratings for this episode? And where can one find ratings for previous episodes?
Well, Samba TV has got a little thing that they're doing right now with trying to do ratings for streaming services. But interestingly enough, I think in the next quarter, because Spectrum is able to offer Disney Plus through their service provider, which means that they're able to monitor the traffic of it. They might be able to actually reveal who of their customers, the percentages that were watching Ahsoka and for how long, if at all. And that's going to be something Disney is going to be quite upset with, I think, because they spent a long time trying to suppress any transparency on their streaming numbers, and now there's a backdoor to it by way of Spectrum.
Oh, so you're saying that Disney will be most unpleased, and the share price is about to hit a new low when the real numbers are revealed.
Well, I don't know about the share price stuff. I wouldn't take any financial advice from me, but I will say that when you're an ISP and you're channeling a streaming service through your cable subscription, they're able to monitor all the details and of whatever you watch and how long you watch. They have those numbers themselves because it's going through their stuff. Well, it's going through their cable packages the way they are, so they can actually see what channels you're flipping onto and all that other stuff. Normally, the ISPs can do that directly through the internet, but they usually tend to keep that stuff private on behest of the streaming services. But in this case here, because it's going through their direct line, they have access to things to sell, and because some internet service providers and other cable service providers have different deals with advertising for the shows that they broadcast. If they want to sell ad time in conjunction with, say, Disney for Disney Plus on their network, or on their network of sorts, advertisers will say, well, why is it this much? How many people are watching? And Spectrum can basically say, well, we got this many hours or this many eyeballs when usually at these time slots or these days for when this streaming show drops. And if it's not a fair number that the advertisers find lucrative, they're going to share that information around, especially with other streaming services and other networks, to be like, listen, we know from Disney's side of things that they're getting this many viewers with this many subscribers. Why should we be paying you what you are claiming is top dollar to put for the AVOD when we already have someone here with transparent numbers and we know what you're suggesting the price point is probably not real. And so then they have to make an argument that it is real, and then they have to disclose numbers. And it basically gets you back into what streaming model should have been is not the Netflix model, but the cable and network model. And it looks like we have an opening now. Well, it remains to be seen whether or not Spectrum will actually go that route and start disclosing those numbers publicly in the next quarter or two, now that they have the option to provide Disney Plus to their customers through their cable box.
All right. Well, thanks for that. And yeah, that was a very elaborate answer. So hope you appreciated and took notes, Psychotic, and everyone else who are curious about the ratings, because things might get real here.
This clip was taken from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which streams live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Midnight's Edge main channel. There, you can send in your live questions and comments before clips and full stream replays are uploaded to Midnight's Edge live archives. We are also on Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey, and Facebook, so smash that like, help share, subscribe, and join us.